I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. Welcome to Black Excellence Abundance Channel. What would the world be like without black inventors? Charles Richard Patterson was born into slavery on a Virginia plantation in 1833. Not much is known about his life on the plantation, and historians had to shift through conflicting reports about how he became settled in Greenfield, Ohio, a town with strong abolitionist sympathies. Some say his family arrived in the 1840s, possibly after purchasing their freedom. Others suggest Patterson alone escaped in 1861. In any case, he learned the skills of blacksmith and found work in the carriage making trade, where he developed a reputation for building a high quality product. In 1873, he formed a business partnership with another carriage maker in town, J.P. Lowe, who was white and eventually became sole proprietor of the renamed C.R. Patterson and Sons in 1893. It was a successful business, employing 35 to 50 people by the turn of the century, and Charles Patterson became a prominent and respected citizen in Greenfield. His catalog listed 28 models from simple open buggies to larger and more expensive closed carriages for doctors and other professionals. At the dawn of the automobile age in the 20th century, hundreds of small auto companies sprouted up across America as entrepreneurs recognized that society was transitioning from the horseless carriage to transportation powered by the internal combustion engine. Some of these early companies grew to become giants that are still around today, such as Ford and Chevrolet. Many others remained small, struggled to compete against the assembly lines of the larger manufacturers. As stated, one of the companies was the C.R. Patterson and Sons of Greenfield, Ohio, makers of the Patterson Greenfield automobile from 1915 through 1918. Although its name is little recognized today, there is in fact a very important reason to ensure that this is not lost history. It was and remains to this day the only African American owned and operated automobile company. When Patterson died in 1910, the business passed to his son Frederick, who was already something of a pioneer. He was college educated and was the first black athlete to play football for Ohio State University. He was also an early member and vice president of the National Negro Business League founded by Booker T. Washington. Now, as owner and operator of the enterprise his father started, Frederick Patterson began to see the handwriting on the wall. The days of carriages and horse-drawn buggies were nearing an end. At first, the company offered repair and restoration services for the horseless carriages that were beginning to proliferate on the streets of Greenfield. No doubt this gave workers the opportunity to gain some hands-on knowledge about the noisy, smoky, and often unreliable contraptions. Like his father, Frederick was a strong believer in advertising and placed his first ad for auto repair services in the local paper in 1913. Initially, the work mostly involved repainting bodies and reupholstering interiors, but as the shop gained more experience with engines and drivetrains, they began to offer sophisticated upgrades and improvements to electric and mechanical systems as well. This valuable experience allowed C.R. Patterson and Sons to take the next great step in its own story as well as in the African American history. In 1915, it announced the availability of the Patterson Greenfield automobile at a price of $685. From the company's publicity efforts, it is evidence they were bursting with pride. Our car is made with three distinct purposes in mind. First, it is not intended for a large car. It is designed to take the place originally held by the family Soray. It is a five-passenger vehicle, ample and luxurious. A Soray was a four-wheel carriage with two seats facing forward. Second, it is not intended to be overpriced so that you can afford the car while still living in luxury and still be able to afford other daily and monthly expenses. And thirdly, it is designed to have all the modern day conveniences while still being a luxury car but not at a luxury price. Orders began to come in and C.R. Patterson's and Sons officially entered the ranks of American auto manufacturers. Over the years, several models of coupes and sedans were offered, including the Red Devil Speedster. The ads featured all the amenities and modern conveniences of the car of the day. The C.R. Patterson and Sons automobiles were known to have a higher quality, higher than most cars of that day. Also worth noting is that the company manufactured buses as well. C.R. Patterson and his son are two more examples of black excellence and abundance.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, thou art rich.